Hello, 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 ladies and gents. Welcome along. It is Monday evening. We have the 5th round of the European Le Mans Series Online Championship here on Le Mans Ultimate. And we are going to be racing on our home ground. Yes, that is Silverstone Grand Prix circuit. It is a slightly older layout of the classic pits. But, yeah. This should be good fun. It should be interesting. It should be a little bit chaotic with it being multi-class. Having the ELMS LMP2s here as well as the LMP3s that we're driving in, and then the GT3 cars that we are going to be lapping and passing. Obviously, Silverstone, quite a good circuit for multi-class racing, but there's a number of corners where it's quite difficult to pass, and things are going to be interesting, going to be a little bit tense. We're in split one, as we usually are. There's 10 of us here this evening, which is actually quite nice. And just having a look through the list. Oh, excellent. There is no Gibbo this week, so a win could be possible. Obviously, Leon's in here. He's done the race before. He knows what this is going to be like, whereas this is my first attempt at doing it. But, yeah, this should be a pretty exciting one, I reckon. Just getting myself set up and ready for qualifying. Everything all set, I think. Just trying to remember off the top of my head. I reckon I'm going to need about that much of fuel for, yeah, ready for this event. How was your weekend? Did you guys get up to anything exciting? Anything interesting going on? Or was it a nice, quiet, chill one for you? Let us know in your comments or the chat what you've been up to, and hopefully you're getting yourselves ready, locked in for this race, and all good to go. We've got a minute and a little bit until we go ahead with the qualifying session, so let's go ahead and bring up the game and everything else like that. There we go. There's me and the sponsors there. But yeah, it's good to see a few of you here in chat already. Nick, thank you very much saying hi, and I'm glad that you're definitely locked in for Silverstone here. Thank you to yourself and everyone else who has become a member here on the channel, become part of the pit crew. Support is very, very much appreciated. So, just having a look to see what the chat is. Curious to see what people's strategies are going to be. The lift and coast, I'm assuming, is going to be referring to LMP2 because we do not have such issues in the LMP3 cars. We should be able to do a full 100% push the entirety of this race. So that's quite nice for us. Now, the only thing is, what is the track state going to be when we actually tick over into that? The car's pulling into the pits here. There we are, good on fuel. And there we go, I'm ready to go. Okay, our lap times that we were doing in the practice session, what were they? No, under 2 minutes. Okay. Just kind of thinking in my head as to when is going to be the ideal time to head out onto the circuit, because I think, having looked at Gibbo's stream from when the first day that this series was being, or this race was being run last Wednesday, that the track state in qualifying is actually low grip rather than the usual high grip or saturated. So that's going to be interesting. It kind of almost makes me wonder, it's like, when do we head out on track? Do we sit around a little bit, or do we go? But I reckon it's probably a good idea to start heading out pretty soon. As I'm saying, one or two LMP3s heading out onto the track. So we've got 19 GT3s, 10 of us LMP3s, and 15 LMP2 cars. So let's get her fired up and head on out, start turning some laps. Indeed, it is low grip. So that'll be interesting. 31.5 degrees track temp. A very, very hot day here at Silverstone. 30 degrees. So, height of British summer. We're getting these sort of weather conditions. Something I've just realised. There we go. Now my shift lights will actually line up with when I, on my physical steering wheel, will actually line up with when I want them shifting. And yeah, cold tyres are definitely a thing here in this car, around this track. That's something that we need to keep an eye out for. Hey Jensen, how's it going, buddy? Bet to win? Oh, I don't know about that. It'd be nice if it did win. But there's some pretty quick drivers here. Leon's out there somewhere. And there's a whole bunch of drivers that I don't actually recognise, which is interesting. That could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. I'll see. Don't know what their pace actually is, so it could be usual split 2 drivers who have been bumped up, because there's a number of names in here that are absent from this race who are usually in and are usually pretty quick. So feeling optimistic if we can hold everything together. Main person that I'm going to need to focus on and try and beat is Leon. But for now, let's just try and get ourselves a good lap in here. Obviously, we're still building temperature in the tyres, so we're not going full push quite yet. Taking it fairly easy at the moment until that tyre temperature builds up a little bit more. Especially through this section here where it's, as you can see, quite easy to lose the rear of the car. Once the temperatures come up a little bit more, and especially the track state, once the track grip comes up, then it should make it easier through that section. Kind of testing the waters a little bit just to see what this low grip state is actually like. So let's see what the first set of lap times going onto the board are actually like. 5:53s at the moment. All achievable, which is good. My fastest lap is a 52.1 from practice. So let's see if we can actually get that sort of lap time here this evening. Take a nice wide line coming in the exit of the final corner here to get a bit more speed going over the start-finish line. Tyres are a bit more in the window, still not quite 100% as of yet, but we'll give it a bit more push. Haven't quite got the confidence yet with the current track state. building ourselves at the moment. Oh my god. Big lock up there on the front right. Not at all what I wanted. There is a little bit of a flat spot there, but it's not too bad. Thankfully, it is on the front right, which is the tyre that gets used less around this circuit. The left side tyres take quite a bit of punishment. Alright, let's go again. We did improve on that lap, so a little bit of an improvement there in the first turn, which is nice. Quite a bit of understeer through there, though. Right, we're up in the first sector. A little wide there. Bit deep there, not quite getting on the brakes as hard as I want it to be. Still, there's a lot of time to be found in this final sector. Bit easier on the brakes this time. Hello, Luca. How's it going? Here we go, Remy. Driver I recognise. And a bit of pace there. Oh, that's deep. We're not far off, though. They were conservative there in turn one. Not the best of first sectors. 10th and a bit down, but we can claw it back. Better, much better. Oh, Leon's done a low 52. This is better. Better Brooklands. Decent exit out of the final corner, but it's not going to be good enough for pole. We lost too much time in that first sector, but going up to second is pretty good. Happy with that. Right. Obviously, we want full tank. Change. I don't know whether I want to go down on that or not. A risk at this point. However, and then I think the rest is good. All right, do we stay P2? That is the question. Looks like we are. Which is good. Right behind Leon, so that gives us a good chance of fighting for the win here. And Remy's in behind me. Pretty close though, between a number of us. Right, I'm going to very quickly BRB. Here we go. So we've got brand new tyres. I think everything's all set, ready to go for this race. I'm going to go back on that change actually. Fresh tyres. Fuel in. I don't see liveries. See, some do, some don't. Alright, here we go. Let's get ourselves ready. Set and preps. To start this race, and hopefully we can have ourselves a good one, keep it clean. Try and get a good result. It'd be nice to beat Leon this week, especially as this is a home circuit. So let's try and do that. Thank you very much, Paddy. Just getting ourselves in position. This rolling start. Oh, Leon. Cheeky little burst there right at the end.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, he didn't have a good reaction though. Not quite able to send it off around the outside there. So we'll slot in for now. Try and give ourselves some visibility to the cars in front because there's a whole field of LMP2s up there and yellow flags. Something that I'm very cautious of. Obviously Leon, better visibility, was able to push a little bit more through there. mean, he knows what to expect from this race. A little bit of argy-bargy going on behind, I think. So just need to try and hold on to Leon here in these opening laps without taking too much from the tyres. So he's going to be pushing. Oh, LMP2 off there. He's very wide in Brooklands. Okay, radiator's not on. That's good. See if we can start to close up a little bit now. Especially as we now do have a little bit of heat and temperature in the tyres. Get the realism in the cockpit with the radiator on. I don't want the radiator on though. Want it to be nice and cool in here. Cheers for the well wishes, Jensen and Chris. Bit more of a lift there than I wanted. Alright, we have gained a couple of tenths on him here. No, there it is. Thing that I was fearing here in this race is that kind of behaviour from the car. Thankfully it's not done too much damage to the tyres, so now it's just a case of trying to work our way back up through the field, but that's effectively our chance for a race win gone, not unless Leon himself makes a mistake. So easy to do in these cars, especially in those sort of corners. Hopefully we've got the pace to work our way back through the field and get back to the podium. Yeah, I'm still rookie because I think it's taken the badge that I had when I signed up to the championship rather than the badge that I am now. It's a little bit annoying because I am now the green diamond trusted driver, however it's not indicated as such. At least we managed to rejoin in front of the GT3s. Just rejoining in and amongst them would have been painful. Sure, other people will have similar sort of spins and issues that various points throughout this race. Especially as tyre wear bleeds off. 54.3. What they're doing. Maybe another lap in validation. Oh no, you don't say you're dead again. Oh, you are. That's really unfortunate, Douglas. Way too late there. It's so tricky under braking in these cars. So easy to lock a wheel, but you really need to push and lean on the brakes to get the most out of them. This isn't being a good lap. Feels like I've lost time. Cars in front. I was going to say, let's keep that one legal, please. Oh no. That's really unfortunate, Jensen. There is quite a bit of rake built into the car, yeah, but the default setup has even more. My Imola setup also had more rake than this. Lumpy T, gotta love it. Okay, we are starting to close in a bit more now. Still, not as fast as I'd like, but we are closing in. .54.0 by Leon. Maybe in the 53s. No. Or people making moves and stuff on each other. Okay, I need to be careful with that curb. So that seems to be what's unsettling me going into Maggots and Beckett's there. I mean, a lot of the red sausage curbs that you see on the inside, you want to be staying off of those in these cars because they're very aggressive and do bounce the car. Getting out that wide is not where I wanted to be. As in front battling away. I can close up even more. Just hope that when we get there, they don't get too defensive. Much better. Magnus and Beckett's there felt a lot more in control of the car. Was able to flow it through the corners a bit more. Hello, Doc. How's it going, buddy? Oh, deep. Couple of fast people at the back here. I'm mid 54s. There we go. We're in a second in the car in front now. A little tired. Finishing at 2 AM, jeez. Yeah, I'd be getting an early night if I were you. Oh my god, 3 wide up in front. Almost. It's getting dicey for P4. There's those sausage curbs. This, to be fair, is my worst nightmare. It's not what I want. These guys are a little bit more spread out rather than actually battling and fighting hard with each other. See if we can start working our way through this pack. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose so much time here now. And the LMP2 cars are coming as well. Oh my god, how did we manage to avoid him? We got so lucky there that we didn't get collected. Ooh-wee. Number 3. Oh god, we're offline. Really lost so much time to Leon, like a good 3-4 seconds there, and now we've got the LMP2s coming through on us as well. Oh, that's a freebie. And another one. Alright, 3 go shots. Hopefully the developers can sort out the delivery issue, because it's such a shame seeing black carbon cars rather than everyone's liveries. People ruining tyres. Every time I touch that inside curb there in the left-hander of first part of Beckett's, I feel the car just want to rotate a little bit more than I'd actually like it to. Whoa. Oh, come on, around the outside of Abby. Let's go. What a move that was. Love that. Thank you, High Grade. Appreciate the well wishes. Felt like he was kind of bumped after me there. Right, let's get after the top three. Sneaking on past the GT there. Leon 20.7 seconds up the road. It's not good. Yeah, I'm going to flash you for that one. That was a little bit of a dodgy send. Well, seconds to gain. Going to be patient with us, good. Still going to run wide though. Need to try and calm those down. Get cheat. .55 for the car in front. We are closing in on Remy. A3 minor. A quali P2. We had a spin on the second lap, which dropped us to P9 in class. Exactly. Make that mistake, not repeat it. didn't have to force it so much on the Mustang there, but can be affording to lose too much time. For the leaders, they're obviously getting traffic, so it's impacting their pace, helping us out a little bit here, but still would like to be a little bit quicker than that. EMZ, I think I got your name right. I apologise if I didn't. First time live streaming. You were here. Hey! Any advice on how to learn LMP3 cars? Driven a lot of GT3s and LME, but can't get confidence in the car. Yeah, I did do a video on how to drive the LMP3 cars. The main thing is just being really precise with the braking. And with the steering. Those are the two key factors. It's all about being smooth and measured with your inputs. So yeah, confidence in the braking is like the key thing. Which, at the moment, in some corners, I am struggling with. Oh, the understeer there. Okay, you did see the video. Cool. Yeah, it'll just be a case of practice. Hopefully, by watching this stream, you'll pick up some other tips as well. Yeah, that's something that you can't really do quite so much in the LMP3 cars. I mean, the GTs can brake later than all the prototypes anyway. That's certainly something you do have to be mindful of. Right, hopefully we can make short work of this GT traffic. And hopefully continue to gain time on P1 and 2. We go much better. Not liking where I'm going to be catching this BMW. So we'll go a little bit deep here and try and bring it back. Slot in underneath. Didn't lose too much time, that's good. Good, clear McLaren before Magus and Beckett's. It's a huge win. P3 lost a chunk of time. Damage? No, I think it's just traffic. We're Well on our way, working our way through the GT cars now. So it's probably a mix of that and also us having a little bit more pace than they generally do. Even Leon's losing some ground a little bit. P2's closing in on them and we're closing in on both of them. They will very soon though be through all of the traffic. Yeah, because they're not already. They still got 6 GT3s to get through. Sorry, I didn't want to force that. That was poor decision making there by myself. Should have gone left on the Porsche. I kind of presented my nose and I was thinking he was going to leave a little bit of room, but then the door started closing. And that got a lot tighter than it should have. Shouldn't have been there. Oh god. Be mindful. Understeer. With the tyre wet. This is a lot of GT3 cars to be working our way through, though that is one that we've passed. So we're rejoining back onto the circuit there. Remy's lost a lot of time on this lap, a lot of time. I knew that I wasn't going to get that Porsche before Copse corner, so backed off early to allow myself to carry a bit more speed and momentum through the turn. That's the thing with traffic management. Do what you can that's within your power to not lose any time. Or try to minimise the effect of losing time, shall I say. Hello, my guy. Yep, well, if he didn't squeeze me over on the right-hand side of the circuit, we would have been fine there, Boyle. Ooh, a little deep. we've lost a bit of ground here on this lap. Do we get Porsche? Yes, we do. Just... Sorry. That was a little forceful there. Sorry. I thought you weren't going to give it to me. Well, I hesitated. Come on, Yorkie, read the traffic better. Wait, who spun? Oil. Porsche. Ah. Right, we're closing in on P3. Our big question is, what do we do in the pit stop? Do we change tyres, all four, or do we change just the left side tyres, or do we not bother changing tyres at all? I'm thinking doing at least left side is probably the way to go. Jensen saying lefts. Oh god. GT's not given much room, are they? Right, Leon's back on the pace. Lefts at least. I should have watched Gibbo's race from Wednesday last week. I mean, people can check if they want to. If you go on Twitch TV, look up David Gibbons, and one of his most recent live streams has been this race streamed last Wednesday. See what he did in the pit stop. Oh, oh. P3's off. Doing a bit of grass cutting. Bit deep there in turn one. Oh, he's going to get held up here by these GT3s. Oh, he's going to do some very risky moves. And that poor Mustang with some cold tyres there. David didn't take any tyres. Okay, interesting. Oh, Angel behind the fastest lap of the race. With 35 minutes remaining. Went a very long way then. Then again, we have got 11.5 laps of fuel remaining, and lap times aren't too much under the 2-minute mark, so... Makes sense. A good idea to save fuel. Maybe. The strategy doesn't require it. That P2's giving Remy a little bit of breathing room to us. Had to fuel save quite a bit to go the extra lap. Or not quite close enough. Careful with that inside curb. But the good thing is, if we wanted to change tyres, we do have the space to P5 behind to do it. So we lose about 4 or 5 seconds changing tyres. Obviously, if the guys in front don't, then yes, we will lose ground to them, but be on fresher tyres, and it's just a case of closing back in on them. Which, with the pace that we have over Remy, I think is certainly doable. Now we've got a chance and an opportunity. Oh, didn't want that though. Just killed all the speed and momentum. Show our nose. We go deep. So they're after going to take a tighter line there. So I'm going to stick my nose in if they open that corner up. Oh, where's he going? What was that about, Remy? Something weird happened there. It must have had a screen freeze or something like that. Maybe a momentary hardware disconnect? That's gifting us P3. It might have been looking at me. He turned right. In doing so, that's deep. How strange. Hey Johnny, how's it going, mate? He's into the pits. Maybe he was changing things for pit stop. And he yanked on the wheel and doing so. Oh, GT3 traffic. Hopefully you're not on brand new fresh tyres. You look like you're on brand new fresh tyres. Oh my god. That was very, very close. Reactions, reactions. I'm very curious as what to do for tyres. Do we make that change on the left side only? Or do we just go as we are? It's 20 seconds to P2. 21.1 in fact. It's a big ask. And obviously we're going to lose time as well by changing tyres. Couldn't see David left side tyre wear though. Yours is possibly worse from the spin. I only really knocked off maybe 1%, maybe 2% from the spin. It was quite slow speed and we spun into the gravel fairly quickly, so that will have saved a fair bit of tyre. It's just all about whether he actually managed to preserve tyre or not. During his stint. That's going to be the other differentiating factor, is I might have a setup that's more understeery and I'm therefore using more tyre than he was. Remy stops 59 seconds. Yeah, 59 seconds. So he might have changed tyres. There is also the warm-up phase as well. That's the other thing to be mindful of. Ooh, Leon's in the pits. Interesting. See, that's a very smart GT3 thinking that. He probably didn't need to lift as much as he did, but he obviously didn't want to risk being side by side going into the braking zone there. And he's got plenty of time to give up as well to E2, so why take anything but the zero risk option? Right, Leon did pit. His pit stop was 50 seconds. So that makes me think that Remy did change tyres. So he also would have had to take a little bit more fuel on board, but I don't think Leon has changed tyres. Making me think that there's not much point in changing tyres. Car's still pretty drivable even with the tyres in their current condition. It's really got me thinking and flip-flopping back and forth in my head as to what to do. One thing I definitely need to do is stop exceeding track limits in turn 1. In the last 2 laps we've lost a second by doing that. Ed, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Say hi if you're here in the live stream. Good to hear from you. That was a clump of the curb. not on this lap, but the next time by, we'll be pitting. There we go, much better. So let's go for this zero change in tyre approach. See how we get on. Remember guys, we need to check out pain on lap 34. A nice clear entry to the pit lane. It's good. They were still doing fast time in the last 10 minutes. Yeah, the dual bleed off in this car is pretty powerful. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, so P2 hasn't changed tyres. Literally gone fuel only. A little bit conservative on the pit entry, but rather be safe than sorry. Ooh. Doretz has jumped Leon. How interesting. That makes that process of getting past some of these GT3s a little bit easier. Unfortunate there for Neto. Nope, that was Care. Not Neto, sorry. Gone from P4 down into P5. Alright, just got to remember now the car is full of fuel, so it's going to be heavier and slower. And we're on worn tyres, so we're not going to turn as well. Right, 19.5 seconds to Leon. See if we can close some of that gap down a little bit. That was pretty close. Right, where's Remy? 19 seconds behind us. Go on, Juds. Go get that P1 back. Damn, our pit stop was 13 seconds quicker than Remy's was. So I think Remy may have changed all four tyres. So we need to watch out for him towards the end of the race. Gap's 18 seconds now, but we did lose a chunk of time on this one with LMP2s coming through. Oh my god, the understeer. Right, we are going to have to be a little bit more patient getting on the throttle in a couple of places. Turned in a little too early there, that was messy. Angel, I think, also took tyres. So I'm going to have to watch out for both of those. Losing less than a second per lap, I'll be good. Oh, Angel did a 53.0. Just 1.6 seconds quicker than I was on that previous lap. So we need our upper pace a little bit here. I'm not going to get killed before Brooklands. The leader in LMP2 has got a wet tyre on his car. Unusual scenario. New tyre meta strap, yeah, exactly. Leon in the high 53s. Ah, Angel's got a drive-through. Literally just popped up. That's certainly saved our bacon. Let's not be getting one of our own. And he's left the race. I'd like to think that this is their second attempt at doing this race. Otherwise, doing that doesn't make any sense, because you're still going to get a result here by serving that drive-through. Yes, you're going to lose P4. You're probably going to drop down to P6 or P7, but at least you'll be scoring points for the overall championship. So either he's happy to take this as his drop round, or he's already done a race and scored a whole pool of points, which he knows that obviously finishing P6 or P7 isn't going to better than the result he's already got. Ooh, Eon on P1 are very close. Hey, just don't seem to quite have the pace here today. We're pretty close in qualifying, and we're kind of there at the start. Yeah, we dropped off on lap 1, but we're closing up on lap 2. I think that spin has knocked my confidence a little bit, and I have been playing a little bit safer because of that, rather than pushing more. Also, obviously wary of track limits as well. But yeah, two of them, less than half a second. Okay. Oh my god. That was very close. Rear wasn't quite sticking as much as I wanted it to, obviously. Worn tyres definitely would be a factor there. Oh, Leon's got P1. Nice. Definitely made the car understeery. Probably should have kept the rear ride height up higher. A 11 more laps. Tell you what, Leon is on an absolute roll these last bunch of races. He's really found the sweet spot with the LMP3. Don't do it. Oh my god. I'm not going to say anything. Yes, David's setups too. Maybe. I know he had his setup in Imola. I don't know if he had Gibbo's setups in any of the other races. the other races being Spa and this one. Okay, we just got track limits like that, that's fine. Remy's closing in. It's running out of time though. So we just need to be smooth and consistent. Minimise the time loss with this traffic here. There we go, shouldn't have lost too much time there on that lap. In comparison to probably what I could have lost. Remy's going to be pushing now though, 12.5 seconds and closing. Trying to keep Remy at bay. I'm aware that he is closing in. Obviously, I'd like to hold on to this podium. Leon's managed to get back up into P1. Holding Remy off. It's just nice. He might be in and amongst that GT traffic that we experienced a few laps ago. He's not. He would have experienced it on the previous lap though. That's for sure. Seeing where he is on the track map. Oh, P2 spun. Lost a ton of time. It's now 12 seconds. How badly have they damaged the tyres? How badly have they damaged the car, if they got any damage? What lap was that? Lap 48. Double check that in the replay. Just done a 209. Well, that's given Leon a ton of breathing space. I'm not a fan of this guy. Made a silly move at me in practice and he's dived me a couple of times in this race. Seems like P2 settled back into the race again. Only's 10.5 seconds now. Only a few laps remaining though, so that gap should be safe. Way too deep. Probably the best that I've taken turn one all race. Small fracker punt, backer adjustment, go setup. Okay. Cheers for the info, Nigel. Useful. Not tried any of the go setups for the LMP3. Offline. One minute remaining. Jardio's on his way. 5 seconds behind. Question is he going to get us here on this lap? Can I go for an extra one? It's definitely going to be close. I think he's going to get me. No, Johnny, no! No! I wanted to go one more, but never mind. If I went one more, then I'll get the chance of a potential P2 if Leon has a big moment, or P2 Zora has another spin. But no, we are locked in for P3. At least we got a podium, though. That's the main thing. Oh, yeah, that was a tough race. I don't know if there's a huge amount more that I could have done in that one. Obviously, the spin that we had cost us. That's for sure. We may have been able to hold on for second if we didn't have the spin, but with the pace of Leon and Hugo, I think I would have struggled, and I think P3 probably would have been the position that I would have ended up finishing in anyway. Oh. Dear me. Yeah, I think we had a bit of a good battle with Ramsden earlier on in the race. And I think he might have been the one that we did the move around the outside of. But we'll take a look at the replay in a second. Once well, yeah, Leon has now finished. Lovely, just dribbled all over himself. Yeah, thanks guys. That was a good race. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Do give the live stream a like. That'll be very much appreciated. And yeah, Leon's happy. So let's go ahead and take a look at the final results. Take a look at the replay as well. So yeah, we lost the position there. Still getting driver rank though, even though I was expected to finish second. So pretty happy with that. Climbing our way up through Silver 3. 2 drivers with a lower rank than me. Damn. Did I beat anyone with 1 driver with a higher rank? Okay. Pardon me. 305 points. That's good. Good haul. Happy with that. So Hugo's only slightly lower than me in Silver 3, and obviously Leon is down in Silver 2. So who did we beat that? Might be an Angel. Would either have been Angel or Douglas, who has probably dropped from Silver 3 down to Silver 2 and lost a lot of rating, which is a real shame. Right, let's go and take a look at the replay. Do you guys remember what laps that we need to take a look at? Obviously, we're going to take a look at the race start. We need to see what happened to Adam. So he got taken out earlier on. And I've forgotten the other the other instance that we had. Can't remember. Alright. Oh, I need to have a bit of a rest. Good thing is, the next couple of evenings, we'll be finishing off a video that I started over the weekend, so that should be coming out this week. And then obviously we got our race Thursday evening at the WEC Experience. I'm not too sure what the next track is in the Aston Martin. I haven't looked that far ahead. But yeah, there should be a video coming this week. Finally got round to doing the voice recording over the weekend. It's not fully complete in terms of voice recording. I still need to do a little bit more and then obviously edit it all together with the footage on over the top. But at least there'll be something coming very, very soon. And hopefully it'll be one that you guys find useful as well. Hopefully it'll help you guys improve and get a little bit quicker. So obviously keep an eye out for that. And I did also do the 4 hours of Spa over the weekend as well. Probably going to upload the entirety of the race for channel members, so they can see that unedited. And I might try and do like a highlights reel to do as a video to go out as well. Right, here we go. Race start. Let's take a look at this. So our reaction to the lights are pretty good. I thought it was better than Leon's, but trying to go around the outside there in turn 1 is going to be tricky, always. Does anyone know what the buttons are to control the camera, by the way? Move it around. So yeah, Leon started to pull away. So what happened to Douglas then on this the race start? So he started P5. See what happens here. I'd imagine Death coming into Maggots. Not in Maggots. Okay, Beckett's. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a real bummer. It's really unfortunate. You could probably blame Angel for that predominantly, but there wasn't much in it. Then did anything happen to Douglas afterwards? I mean, he's now at the back of the GT3 field, so he's now got to work his way through this lot. I can imagine it'll be absolutely horrible. Just giving them a plenty wide berth. Caught up underneath the rear wing there at the Porsche. No, he's just given up. That's a real shame. But yeah, on this lap, this second lap, we were actually closing back in on Leon. So we had the pace over him this stage here. And then it was just this silly little spin here. Tyres probably weren't quite up to temperature. Dragging the brake into the corner, which I do anyway, but probably a little bit too much steering and yeah, that was car gone. Thankfully, we managed to catch the gravel and grass fairly quickly. Bless me. And then, yeah, thankfully, we managed to get back onto the track before the GT3s. So after that, desperately trying to play catch up to the cars in front. Whilst they were all battling away pretty aggressively, I think. Yeah, there you go. Oh, trading in paint. Bit of argy-bargy going on. Anything happen coming into here? It's all looking very close. Oh, number 15 went a little bit deep. And again, another big lock-up. It's giving an opportunity for the 44 car around the outside. Tiny little bit of rubbing there. And there. And there. How much do they actually lean on each other here? There. Oh, quite a few touches. And the other guy's giving it back. Oh my god. Really feisty. Ramsden gets involved in the action. So it wasn't this lap though as a spinner. Line drawn the inside here. Oh my god, the other guy just sends it around the outside. And this is where it all checks up. We do get very close. A little bit involved, more so than I wanted to be. People crossing over each other, jeez. Then this was the spin that I somehow managed to avoid whilst trying to make a move on Vodka Scott. Oh. So it was Ramsden who had the spin there. Which I think was just too much curb. Yeah, way too much curb. Those sausage curbs are absolutely horrible. And then, yeah. Managed to dodge that one. Somehow, without making any contact. Which is impressive. And yeah, move there. Fairly clean and easy. Happen to Donne here. Or just brake too hard. Read that one up. Oh, big lock up by Angel. Which and then, if I remember correctly, yeah, there we go, so rejoining there, so that got us the position. So him moving over here to block this LMP2 from diving down the inside of him really compromised his run in this line, as you can see. That gave us a good opportunity. Tried to look, he defended, squeezed us over. And a lovely move around the outside through Abby to play in that position. It's a little bit too far back. Gonna get a good camera angle. Yep, pretty good one. Oh, that's close. Beautiful. Exactly what we want to see. And then he actually bump drafts me a little bit coming down here. Obviously I was moving over just to defend the inside line, thinking that he was going to go for the move, but in the end he didn't actually go for it. Right. What other laps were there incidents on? Does anyone remember? I vaguely remember Payne, and I think it was lap 18. So far so good. It's a little close there, but fine. Oh, we're on lap 19. Okay. Nothing seems untoward on either of those two laps. Lap 20. Close there. It's all fine. So I'm going to assume there's nothing else that happened on the rest of that lap. Closer with the BMW. We made a move there. Getting a couple of places from people bidding. Does he murder a Porsche? Oh. Maybe that? Let's see. Oh. I think it might have been that. It's just a bit of a send though by this LMP3. A little bit of one. I mean, he's making the corner, but the two car classes are relatively similar in speed through there. It's the slowest corner on the circuit, so the apex speed difference isn't going to be too huge. Oh, hello. What is this guy doing? Why is he brake checking him? Now, so did he exceed track limits? Yes. Okay, he's trying to clear the track limit warning, but he's done so by. I think he's done it at this point, but the weaving is really weird and questionable, and yeah, it's going to result in that. That was silly and interesting. Right, I'm going to assume that that is what all that incident and kerfuffle was about. Right. Let's look at Leon. So he had a good move, or he had a move. A fight for P1. Here it is. So, did something happen to this guy on this previous lap? Yes. Okay, so that would be why Leon closed up a fair amount then. It's turned in too early, a little bit too much curb and then too greedy on the exit. Straddling the curb, and yeah, you basically got no steering when you're straddling that curb like that. It's too aggressive, too much sawtooth. So that would be why Leon then closed up a lot. GT traffic. Are we going to see an epic move and change for position here? Got close there. That's all fine. Or GT3. Just unfortunate. Oh. So Leon's definitely stronger going into corner. GT3 a factor at play there. Broke P1's momentum. Did he send it around the outside? Go on, Leon. What a move, lad. What a move. Oh, that was beautiful. And then the confidence to just hold the racing line and turn in there into club chicane. All stemmed from this here, the GT3 holding up P1. And then Leon's got a beautiful slipstream on the way down towards Stowe. Holds P1 fairly tight to the corner. It does open it up. And then just sends it around the outside. Places his car beautifully. That forces the other guy to hesitate getting on the throttle coming off the exit. Took away the acceleration for him. And then, yeah, a lot of confidence there on the braking to hold that position. What a move. That's definitely worthy of the race win right there. So what then happened to this guy? Oh. That was awkward. Watch for position here, lads. Oh, he lucky didn't get caught straddling that curb again. I mean, to be fair, both those two GT3s were also fighting for position as well. Yeah, that was awkward. Right. Oh. So, Leon is still just up the road there. That just looked like it was going to be an interesting lap. P2's coming through, and then you've got LMP GT3 up in front as well. He's cleared this one easy. Yeah, so nothing on that one. That's still Leon up in front there, up ahead. Leon is still there. Might have been lap 48? It was lap 48. Okay, so what happened here on this lap? A bit wide there. Oh, Leon. It just outbraked himself. Trying to go around the outside of the GT3 there in the braking zone. Right, what happened here? Oh, was there contact? Yes, there was. Oh my god. Yeah, he would have done a lot of damage to the tyres sliding sideways there. It's lucky that kind of stopped on the grass. Let's have a look. He did have a run on Leon, that's for sure. So Leon's moving right. Not to block, but to crowd. You go over to the right-hand side of the circuit, which he's entitled to do. He's ahead at this point. And then he gives plenty of room. I mean, he's given like two car whips here before he started moving back over to the left again. Hugo's doing the same. Leon properly opens up the corner for himself, which is what I would have done. But P2 keeps himself fairly tight, and then it's always going to be a convergence of lines here. Going in that tight, especially where he catches that inside curve as well. And then that's pretty hefty contact. Leon's very lucky here to get away with picking that up very quickly. So that could have been race over for him as well. This is going to be a fun onboard. Neto. There's Leon alongside. Here comes the corner. Yeah, absolutely zero chance of catching and holding that one. Excuse me. Pretty unfortunate. It's pretty racing incident-esque. It's just a conversion of lines. And yeah, he did hit that curb on the inside, which would cause more understeer. Leon left a car width on the inside, but with the angle of approach coming in, Hugo here was never really going to be making that corner stick properly. It's a pretty unfortunate situation there, but still good close racing nonetheless. And yeah, P3 for us. So that is going to conclude this evening's race. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate you joining us here in the live stream. It's nice to see a few names popping in and saying hi and chatting as well. Hopefully, we'll see you again on Thursday evening for round 6 of the Wet Experience Online Championship. We're going to be back in the Aston Martin Vantage GT3, and as I said, there should hopefully be a video coming this week. Still some editing to do. I'm hoping that it's not going to take as long as it has taken to get the video done and the recording session that I did over the weekend, because that was quite lengthy and frustrating. But nonetheless, the video should be worth it, and hopefully it helps you ladies and gents out in the future with Le Mans Ultimate and other racing sims as well. It's applicable to a few others. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. Please give the live stream a like, consider subscribing, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Until then, have fun, stay safe, take care.